Rima, we subbing for Peret tonight. Nice to see you all. Let's begin in a comfortable position. You can lie down on your back. If that feels good. Just finding a position where the body needs least or no effort. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Relax the space between your brows. Unclench your jaw. And unshrug your shoulders. And simply begin to observe your breath as it is. Nothing to change, nothing to fix. Today, I invite you to carry a simple yet powerful intention into your practice. Ahimsa. Ahimsa. Meaning non-violence. It's more than just not causing harm to others. It's also about causing harm on how we treat to ourselves. Also about how we treat our thoughts, bodies, our breath, how we do negative self-talk. For this 1 hour, can you practice with gentleness? Can you meet your body where it is instead of where it should be? Can you soften your breath when things get challenging? Ahimsa teaches us that yoga isn't about perfect pose. It's more about creating a safe space within ourselves. Let your practice today be an act of kindness towards your body, your thought. On the next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, extend the legs all the way out. And as you exhale, release the hands by the sides. Slowly roll on to one side of your mat. Make your way to a seat. We'll begin with supported child's pose. So let's set the blanket in between the mat support the knees. Bolster lengthwise right in front of you. Maybe stacking some blanket over the bolster. Give it some height. If this height is not enough, maybe first stack or line up the blocks and then add the bolster on the top. Again, let this be your pose, your version of the pose. Opening the knees a little wider than the hips, big toes together, and slowly release the chest down on the bolster. Let one side of your cheek rest on the bolster, and I'll let you know when to change the sides. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, totally let go of your body. Longer, deeper, and fuller breaths. Allow your body to settle into the support completely. No effort, no bracing. Notice if you're trying to do the pose perfectly. Can you let go of that? Can you simply allow yourself to be supported? You can change the side of your neck. If you feel like there's a lot of gap in between your heel and hip, maybe place a blanket in between. Let the body be fully supported. Silently repeat to yourself, I give myself permission to rest. I give myself permission to rest. Take a full breath in and a deep breath out. Slowly start walking back with your palms. Start stacking your spine. Let it be super slow. From here, before we move on to the other pose, let's take a twist. So inhale to lift your arms up. Exhale, twist to your right side. Left hand outside of your right knee. Breathing into your spine. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, twist to your left. And let go. Slowly extend the legs out. We'll move into supported bridge. From here, maybe slide that light bit out. Taking the bolster again. Place it widthwise right at the center of your mat. Two ways to go into the pose. Either first sit on the bolster. Place one blanket on the top to rest your head. Maybe one on the top of your legs. Slowly start leaning back. Keeping the knees bent, let the head rest down. And maybe one blanket on the top. Cover up yourself up. Maybe first lie down and then slide the bolster underneath your sacrum. Take your time here. Finding a position for yourself of total rest. No effort. If you need any prop, let me know. I can get that for you. Arms can rest by the side if you like. You can rest the palms on your belly. Whatever feels good here. Finding your version of this pose again. As you lie down here, let's practice Dirga breathing, which is often called three-step breathing. So as you inhale, let the breath travel towards your belly. Let the belly rise a little up, not forcefully. And let the breath travel from your belly towards your ribs, chest, collarbones. And as you exhale, chest soften, ribs soften, belly soften. Breathing into your front body. Looking for a little expansion, but with time, not with force. Notice that you don't have to hold yourself up. The prop is doing that for you. If you feel like you're bracing your knees here, maybe join the knees together and resting. toes on feet out. Sometimes kindness means accepting help. It means that you don't have to carry everything alone, like you are doing right now. Accepting support from the ground. Last few breaths. Deep inhale through your nose, sigh out from your mouth. And slowly slide the bolster out of your way. Let the back rest flat on the mat for a few breaths. Maybe bringing the knee to chest, maybe some windshield wipers here if that feels good. Dropping the knee side to side. Again, we'll move on to the next pose. Maybe again roll onto one side and come to a seat first. Face the posture on the top of your mat again widthwise. We go into supported side stretch. So maybe facing or one blanket to support your head and another in between your knees maybe. So coming into a side stretch, so resting or touching the left hip crease to the bolster, resting the ribs on the bolster, opening one arm out or the lower arm out of your side, maybe stack the block and then the blanket. So the lower arm is extended, upper arm can stay up overhead or maybe by the side. Legs can stay extended. You can bend the knees and you can place one blanket in between both the legs. Let the ribs rest completely on the bolster. Making any adjustment you need. Lifting the arm overhead is totally optional. You can always bring the arm back to the side. Breathing into your side body, creating space right there with each breath. Kindness doesn't have to be something big. Sometimes it's just taking one deep breath. last few breaths. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly release and pose. First, bring the arm back in, the upper arm. Press down with the lower palm. Lift yourself up. Moving towards the other side. This time, let the left side of your head touch the bolster, resting the ribs or side ribs down. Extending the lower arm out and maybe reaching up with your upper arm. Maybe placing one blanket in between both the knees. Notice how this side feels. Maybe it's different. Maybe it asks for something else, and that's okay. Kindness means meeting yourself where you are, not where you think you should be. Silently repeat to yourself, I accept myself as I am. I accept myself as I am. next breath, we release. Bring the upper arm back in. Slowly lift yourself up to a seat. Next, we move on to supported reclined pound angle pose. For that, take your blocks. Place one block to the highest setting, another to the lowest median, and resting the balls on the blocks at an angle to support the back. Opening the blanket here will cover like this. So sitting right, let the back touch the edge of the bolster, joining the soles of your feet together like this. And bring the blanket in this position. And slowly start releasing your back on the bolster. Okay, make sure the blanket is not too tight. Yes. So joining the soles together, yes. So that you can fall out and slowly release the back down. Need any help? Let me know. And if opening the knees out feels too much for the body today, you can simply keep the knees bent or legs straight. An option to cover yourself with a blanket is always available to you. Allow your hips, your belly, your breath to soften. Feel the support beneath you. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. Sometimes begins the moment we stop fighting ourselves. Moment to reflect here and think, what if you spoke to yourself like you spoke to someone else you deeply love? Treat yourself with the same kindness you would show to someone else. Begin here, and with an exhale, we release. First, bring both the knees in together. Maybe press down with your forearms. Lift the body up and hug the knees in and sit in angel's pose for a few breaths. Slowly make our way to twist or spinal twist. So let go of the blanket here. Again, for this pose, two ways to do this. Either same thing, the blocks, one to the highest, one to the lowest. Place the bolster, let one hip crease touch the edge of your bolster and slowly start releasing the back. Both the knees are together, maybe blanket in between, and let the upper body rest here. If the body is asking for a little deeper stretch, maybe turn the neck towards the other side, but that might be a little intense. So just talk to your body. If you don't need time, you can simply let the bolster rest flat on the mat as well. So again, your choice. Hug the bolster. Making any adjustments you need until you find the right position for yourself. Allow gravity to guide you, nothing to force, nothing to fix. And if turning the neck feels too much, you can always turn the neck on the same side of your knees. Sometimes kindness is trusting that enough has been done for today. Silently repeat, I release what I no longer need to carry. Maybe just one thing. Let go. breath in. And as you exhale, you will release. If the neck is on the other side, maybe bring it to the same side. Press down with the arms, lift the chest back up. Turn towards the other side, resting or touching the right hip crease, the edge of the bolster, maybe placing one plank leg in between both the knees and slowly start releasing the chest down, both the hands or arms on either side of your bolster. Neck can stay same side. If the body feels a little open, you can turn the neck to the other side. There should not be any force. Take one slow breath at a time. Allowing each exhale to soften a little more. Notice how your body responds when you stop asking to do more and honor your body's wisdom. Big inhale, Long exhale. Slowly start releasing. Walk back with your palms. Lift the chest back up. Now we'll move into Shavasana. Two options to do this, either resting the knee on the bolster, or maybe if you want to give your legs some height, place two more blocks in line to the highest setting, placing the bolster on the top, and then resting the calves. Just resting the head on the blanket and maybe cover yourself with the blanket. Or simply extend the legs out and rest the knees on the bolster. Okay, if you need any help, let me know. Totally let go. Totally relax. Can I help you? Okay. ahimsa isn't only something we practice on the yoga mat, it's in the word we say to ourselves, the expectation we place on ourselves. May you leave today with a little more patience, a little more compassion, and a reminder that you deserve the same kindness you so freely offer others. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Start bringing the awareness back into your body. Maybe wiggling the fingertips and toes. Maybe reaching the arms up overhead if you like. You can rest right there and maybe roll on to one side of your mat into a fetal. This position is a reminder for all of us that no matter wherever we are in our life, we can always restart and that we are safe and supported. Let's seal this practice with a chant of Om together. If it's in your practice, please join or simply receive the vibrations. Inhale to Om. Namada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently bringing the hands at your throat center. Thank you so much for sharing your presence with me and for practicing the act of kindness. Namaste. Hari Om. Peace.